Educational Information and Communication Technology presents Educational Satellite Television Programs.
Hello, teacher. Hello, students. Welcome to today's lesson on blood circulation. In our last lesson, we learned about blood vessels. We learned about the structure and function of arteries, veins, and capillaries. Today, we will study blood circulation, focusing on systemic circulation. We will learn about the 3 types of systemic circulation, which include hepatic portal circulation, renal circulation, and coronary circulation. Let us start by discussing systemic circulation. Systemic circulation is a major part of the overall circulatory system. It supplies nourishment to all of the tissue located throughout the body, with the exception of lungs, which have their own transport systems. The blood vessels, including the arteries and capillaries, are responsible for the delivery of oxygen and nutrients to the tissue. Oxygenated blood enters the blood vessels through the main artery of the heart, called the aorta. The left ventricle of the heart contracts powerfully, which forces the blood into the aorta. The aorta extends down to the abdomen, then branches into many smaller arteries which run throughout the body. Systemic circulation occurs as the blood leaves the heart, supplies the body's cells, and then re-enters the heart. Blood leaves through the left ventricle to the aorta. The aorta leads to smaller arteries and finally the capillaries. Waste, including carbon dioxide, diffuse out of the cell into the blood, and oxygen diffuses out of the blood and into the cell. The waste products are collected, and the blood, rich in waste, flows into the veins, then through the vena cava, and finally re-enters the heart at the right atrium. At this point, pulmonary circulation allows for the exchange of gases in the lungs. The inside layer of an artery is very smooth, which allows for the blood to flow quickly. The artery is very strong, which supports and maintains the pressure of the blood flow. Students, for our first activity, you will see a list of statements about systemic circulation. Please determine if the statement is true or false.
Students, let's get ready. Begin. Time's up. Let's get back to our lesson.
Welcome back, students. Let us review your answers. Systemic circulation does supply blood to all the parts of the body except the lungs. Systemic circulation does not carry blood towards the heart. Blood does not leave through the right ventricle during systemic circulation. Blood leaves through the left ventricle. The left ventricle does contract, which lets blood into the aorta. During systemic circulation, blood circulates through many important organs by different circulation processes. Let us examine these processes now. When blood passes through the kidneys, the phase is known as renal circulation. During this phase, the kidneys filter much of the waste from the blood. When blood passes through the small intestine and liver during systemic circulation, it is known as hepatic portal circulation. During this phase, the blood from the small intestine, spleen, and pancreas collects in the hepatic portal vein, which passes to the liver. As blood passes through the liver, some of the nutrients are stored or processed in various ways for general circulation. In turn, the liver is drained by the hepatic veins, which transports blood to the inferior vena cava. While the circulatory system is busy providing oxygen and nourishment to every cell of the body, the heart requires substances to function as well. Coronary circulation refers to the movement of blood through the tissues of the heart. The circulation of blood through the heart is just one part of the overall circulatory system. The vessels that deliver oxygen-rich blood to the heart muscle are known as coronary arteries. The vessels that remove the deoxygenated blood from the heart muscle are known as coronary veins. Students, let us do an activity to ensure we understand what we have just gone over. Describe renal circulation, portal circulation, and coronary circulation.
Students, let's get ready. Begin. let's get back to our lesson.
Thank you for completing the activity. I am sure that was simple for you. Renal circulation occurs when blood passes through the kidneys. Hepatic portal circulation occurs when blood from the small intestine, spleen, and pancreas collect in the hepatic portal vein and pass to the liver. Coronary circulation occurs when blood passes through the tissue of the heart. If you wrote each one correctly, fantastic work! Before we conclude our lesson today, let us review how systemic circulation functions with pulmonary circulation. We know that blood circulates through the body in two main routes. Systemic circulation transports oxygenated blood to the tissues and brings deoxygenated blood back to the right side of the heart. Pulmonary circulation transports deoxygenated blood to the lungs and brings freshly oxygenated blood back to the left side of the heart. The coronary circulation permeates the heart muscle with blood. We have reached the end of the lesson. Today, we learned about systemic circulation, as well as renal circulation, portal circulation, and coronary circulation. Until next lesson, thank you, teacher. Thank you, students.